A $4,000 truck is getting an upgrade. Oh yeah. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen, folks? And today we're gonna try to build a camper. First thing first, I need to cut these to 6'6" because that's the size of the bed. Problem is, this has a 3-prong and this is a 2-prong, the outlet. So we're gonna have to use the table saw and hope it works out. So stage 1 complete. Okay, just like that, we have one side complete. This is what it's gonna look like with the outer shell. And just like that, we have 2 duplicates. So here we have our frame. As you can see, our frame is inside here. And we're gonna attempt to do is the poor man's fiberglass. And we'll use a staple in order to tighten it very, very tight along the edges. Because we're not putting wood over here. We're just leaving the frame because we wanted to give it this, see, this is here and it goes out to this piece over here. So we wanna give it that angle. This is the glue I'm using. It is waterproof or water resistant. There is a big difference into that. Here, I'm already pouring glue, even though this is an open shell, is because I want to first put glue over here before I staple it in, so it kind of soaks through the fabric from both sides. That's the attempt. Right, here goes nothing. Oh yeah. Boop. Let's go. Let's continue. What I just did, I just stapled this side. We just did that side. I just want to stretch it out to see how it looks. Okay, it looks pretty good to me. Obviously, once you glue, it's going to be rough and it's not going to be like that. Okay, so here you have it. We got it as tight as possible. As you can see, it creases down towards it. It wants to push back because I made it so tight. So here we have it, all glued up. And let's go to the next side. We're gonna glue up this now, which is the top piece, like this, and staple it in. Okay, this wall is done. They were trimming it up. Look how beautiful this arch is. So I did this on Tuesday and now it's Friday. There's some missing spots with glue. That's why we do 2-3 coats. But you hear that? Much more solid. We also got this plexiglass. It's actually 100% see-through. This is just a protective layer, as you can tell. And what we're gonna do with this, it's gonna go on the roof so we could see the stars at night. So it's gonna be really cool. So we're gonna measure that out real quick and put some wood to support it. I put some glue here to try gluing it together because obviously I made it too small. Attempt number 2, let's see what happens. So I ended up stapling it. And I mean, it's pretty strong. And again, remember guys, it's literally holding something that weighs 1.5 pounds. Like, and obviously we'll glue and everything. And once we insulate the whole thing and close it, it would be pretty strong. So let's get it. Okay, so apparently idiot me did not realize that it wasn't filming. But here you have it. We did the second one and we put screws on the top, if you could see, to support it from the top. The same thing here. Hey guys, and just like that, we got beautiful windows. As you can see, we stapled everything around. Here I went a little too short, but it's fine because the plexiglass is gonna be on top of it, so it should be fine. Guys, and just like that, we got a second coat. It was much easier to put on because this was already hard, this surface, so it was so much easier to roll on. Now let's get this cloth on top. Hey guys, we're in the tri-state area and we got some snow. I'd say it's about like 1/2 foot of snow, but it's not gonna stop us from working. If anything, it's gonna give us better lighting. So let's continue this project. Because I'm overlapping the blanket, I'm doing one section at a time. So as you can see, I just did this section. I'm gonna flip this over, obviously stretch it, kind of pat it down with my hand and go to the next section. And just like that, another section. Now we're gonna wrap this over it and continue going. And just like that, we got the entire thing covered with the second coat, with the second layer. And now because I stapled it over here, I want to stretch it really tight and staple it on the other side before I put another coat. Now we have this whole section over here that we didn't glue yet, but I first want to get this tight and around like that, staple it in there. What we're doing is now we're gluing the sides over here. We forgot to glue yesterday, and the whole end over here where we just stapled it. Sorry, the lighting is bad. So let's get this glued and on to the next. All right, now that this is all glued, it's time to sand the top down so we could paint it. Like that, we got to sand it down, and I think it's time to paint it soon and install the skylights. Guys, and just like that, we have a beautiful trim that goes all along. Goes on all sides. Now, oh yeah. Guys, and we are doing the windows now, the skylights. So what I'm gonna do is I'm only removing one layer of the protective, which is what's going under, because once I caulk it, I'm not gonna be able to remove it. And I'm leaving this one on because I don't want it to get scratched while we're working on it. As long as you see that everything is squeezed, it means it's tight. And then we're obviously gonna caulk, also put silicone all the way around so no water in any way, shape, form of way goes in. Guys, I know I'm doing it terribly wrong, so please in the comments, drill me. It is what it is. I'm no expert. Hey guys, and just like that, we're having the backboard coming on. This is obviously the back, because when you go to sleep, these are going to be right above the bed. So when you look up, you can see the stars. So this is going to be the backboard. So let's get installing. Guys, believe it or not, next video, it might be going on the truck. All right, guys, and just like that, I put it on just to test it, to see it. Over here we have a little extra space because we still have the bed cover. As you can tell, the bed cover is still here. So once we remove that, make measurements, we'll bolt it in. Okay, so as we're letting this dry up, the paint, in the meantime, I am putting boards underneath to cover up the bottom so we could put some insulate material. So as you can see, it looks like that. And just like that, we got second coat. Probably done for today. Now that the sides are painted, we put it off the truck and let's paint the top. Let's get going. Like that, we finished around the windows cutting with a brush, and now it's rolling time. Let's go. Right, coat number 1 is dry, and we're ready for coat number 2. Let's get started. Your brother here helped me lift this up on top of the truck. Ooh, look how beautiful that view is. Now that's officially staying on, we could remove the plastic. Yeah, bud. Okay. All right, guys, and we're gonna now paint the second coat. So because it's not such strong tape, I'm gonna use a brush so I could go over it so I don't go underneath it, and hopefully we'll get a better line like this. Brother, once the work is not so complicated, he comes to help. I'm kidding, I asked him to come and help me. Like that, this side of the roof is complete. And it's looking sick. Second side of the roof coming in. For the front board, just like that, we are finished. We obviously have to install this whole section, but for next video. Sheesh. We need to clean the crap out of this. I'm probably gonna take out the liner and clean it, and obviously we'll put flooring. So what we're doing right now is we're installing this board right here so I can connect my support beams when it's up to hold it up. By the way, guys, this is not just plastic. There's obviously metal underneath that's screwing into, that holds it obviously strong. As you can tell, I mean, the whole truck is shaking, as you can tell. Guys, and just like that, we have a beautiful support beam on both sides that I could put the wooden sheet on. Obviously, we're not going all the way to the bottom because we're going to have like a frame here for the couch. So I'm only putting a I'm only putting a sheet up to here, and I'm gonna put another board over here to hold it, and then the rest is gonna be exposed. And here we have the second beam. And now we just have to do this side. One One more to go, then we're gonna put the boards on. Guys, we got the top screwed in, and now let's get the bottom. There you have it. This is nicely, and obviously over here we're gonna have a bench and a bed, so we don't have to do the underneath part. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna come up to like over here. So I made a little extra just in case. So now we're gonna screw these in, 4, 2 in each side. Like that, we have 4 mounts. Beautiful. So just imagine this, you're going to sleep at night and this is what you see. Ooh, it's sick. And you can tell it rained a lot, and I am purposely put this on to see if it's gonna soak through. And we have a couple problems. Over here, the caulk is definitely not strong enough. As you can see, water is coming clearly right through. And we have some wet spots. So that means that some spots in the paint were not put on correctly. Guys, we're on the roof to fix the leak that came from the window for the sun, whatever you want to call it. And we got some silicone. And we're also gonna fix this little elbow over here. I got a new one. I want to make it a little stronger, so let's get it started. And just like that, guys, we put way extra caulk, especially there. Twice when it rained, it leaked right there, so I put so much more. The rest never leaked throughout 2 rainfalls, but I still added much more caulk, silicone around it. And we stapled this corner bead down so no rain obviously goes in. We put a lot of silicone. So now you see I screwed in a bunch of screws, and I'm gonna poke this into it. Then I'm gonna screw it from the outside from here. Then obviously we're gonna paint another coat on top. That's the plan. Is now we're installing this piece. Why? We're gonna push this up as high as we can, so it gives it an arch on top where it goes higher to like a lower like that, and vice versa the other way like that, downwards. Just like that, guys. See how it's already arching up? You see that? Then when we do the other side, it's gonna give it the arch too. Boom, just like that. Just enough that it tilts both ways the water. Beautiful. And just like that, guys, the other side is screwed in. I don't know if you could tell, but you see how it arches upwards the entire way, and it tilts downwards that way. You see how it goes up and then down. Okay, guys, and just like that, it's done. You could even see from the inside how it arches up and down. And we're gonna put another coat of paint. I don't think it's needed to film it because it's quite straightforward. And follow this page to see what happens next.